Hi, everybody. Hi, Terry and Lucky Girl and Carmen and Charlie and Deb Z. Riding Moon in Canada. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. Can't do it now, Lucky Girl. It's already set. Sorry. Hi, Linda and 2535 and Kay, Cheryl, Stephanie, Linda. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Carol. Hey, T-Barb. There you are. Nice to see you. I know I haven't been on very much, and when I have come on, it's been late. So, hi, Bam Bam. Hi, Terry. Linda Sandoval. Hey, Dorcas and Coriel and sweet darling Lulu. I'm shuffling the little tiny baby cards. the little ones, T-Barb. These things are so raggedy and beat up. Johnny sent me a set a few years ago, but they're so nice that I'm scared to use them because these are just so beat up, you know. I don't want to get the other ones looking like this. So I'm still going to use this thing though. Let's see if I can get myself organized here. Okay. Oh, you do, T-Barb? Good. How you like them? I mean, they're really good for travel. They're itty bitty. Well, I mean, the Lennies are small anyways. It's only 36 cards, so. Oh, good to hear, T-Barb. Oh, you got the tiles too, T-Barb? You just never use them? I was using the charms you sent me the other day, but then my stupid ass forgot to go live because I'm a dummy. I was just doing little reads here and there. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Yes, no, no, I haven't, Joanne. I haven't. I just have the two little ornaments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This isn't going to work. 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to do it without the 4, 25, 1, 29, 6, 23. Okay. I'm going to move these up. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oops, let's see here. 30, 32, 36, 15, 18, 10, 35, 26. Ooh. Okay, so we got 24, 33, 7, 11. Okie dokie. 16, 22, 3, and 27. So we have 28 plus 11. 11 plus 28. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 20, 2, 4, and 31. Okay, let me move this up. Okay, the line of fate still isn't completely showing, but I'll have to tell you guys what it is. When we get to it, we're not there yet. Let me see here. Hi, Karen and Sharon and Terry. Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm. So I hope everybody's doing well. Thursday is the start of the hearings, so we will be on the lookout for that. I have my list here. So we did McCarthy last time. We did that in May, and his he had moon in its own house in that reading, but on his line it was man, rider, tower. So he goes to court. It man visits court. Okay, so or something legal there going on. This one here is for Jim Jordan. He's landing here, third column over, second down. So he's sitting okay. However, you look here, he's got coffin over his head. Not good. He's got birds right next to him. Not good. Birds in this tableau sits in its own house. So this is not good. No bueno. And in this tableau, man sits in whip and whip sits in house man, and he also knights there. So this is trouble. So his corners here are talking about new or small losses, small thievery with child and mice in regards to the results that are desired. The heart of his tableau is talking about the communications that were had to delay something. Block and delay. Bird sits in its own house. Mountain sits on house of child. Okay, so a small delay, a new delay. Okay, and then powerful friends here with bear and dog. Powerful friends, powerful allies. There's also something here in regards to some sort of communication or meeting that was had in regards to maintaining and controlling power. Bear sits over whip, so wherever the paw hits, it's holding it down because a bear is so big. So a strong argument that he was going to pose again because whip goes back to man and man sits in house whip. A powerful argument. The agreement that was had in the meeting, powerful argument here, or also maintaining control and power through fighting and arguing. Okay. And then here, pressuring allies. Mountain sits over dog, backing them up into a corner, and not allowing something to be delivered because it was being backed up by friends. Okay. So the first three cards are child, coffin, and fish. I don't know if you guys can see that. So there's new losses and new endings. But there's also something here, interestingly, that has to do with commerce and funding. Fish sits in house ship, which ship has to do with commerce and enterprise. And fish has to do with wealth and prosperity and finances and many. Okay, so this could be the new endings and new ruin for the many that traveled. Okay, losses and endings that have to, and then some sort of commerce and business that came out of that as well, because there's a lot of prosperity and enterprise here. Also new losses and many here and a transfer. Okay. This is his present column where he's at right now. He's got whatever this is on his mind. Like I just talked about, this could be something to do with enterprise and commerce because of something to do with business and wealth resources. But he's suffering and he's in trouble this way. He's got cross sitting right below him in the house of tower. So difficulties and problems with the law, painful Let's see here. Punishment through the law. Bad court cases. And then he's got snake that sits on house. Letter. Lying about the results. Okay. So what could be on his mind is the many that were in agreement, that were in the meeting to delay the transition. Okay. And down here we have ship, the transition results, the election, transition, and then the results. Okay. So that's his current line, but he's got this right next to him. Now, traditionally, the closer cross is, the better, because yeah, you still suffer, you still go through the pain and everything else. However, it's not as difficult to deal with, okay, especially because it lands under him. So it is somewhat in his control. However, I would not say that that's the case here, because when we do a cross, a box spread around the cross, these are all the negative cards around it. So there's meetings that were had with Jordan and others in the entourage, perhaps other members of the house here. See, the house, the entourage, Jim Jordan, and then the meeting, the very important meeting. Bird sits in its own house. His fame suffers, and then there's power here, or it's a very powerful suffering. Okay, if you want to put it that way. And there's significant trouble that, I mean, it just repeats. It's on repeat. It's chronic. Okay. So I would say this is not something that would be alleviated anytime soon, simply because of these cards. This one here talks about and discord, quarrels, arguments, something that is chronic. It repeats over and over again, back and forth, a lot of nag. So this doesn't go away anytime soon. He has lilies under his feet, in house, scythe under his feet. This is dishonorable, and it's dishonor in regards to his reputation. His honor, his fame, his prestige, his reputation, his recognition, that suffers. And he is seen as a liar here. But the suffering comes through the form of the law, because it sits on tower, and tower has to do with, as a thing, it would be like a large building. So perhaps the Capitol. It has to do with his authority. Also, the tower is isolation. It's also loneliness, government, legal issues. He's going to suffer serious misfortune in legal issues. A lot of suffering and hardship there. So let's see here. He knights to child. So this could be in regards to something new or something just starting, but here it's saying at the start or something new ends. Okay, so he's got perhaps a child, perhaps the Peanut Butter Boys or something like that, because child sits in house, writer. So it could literally be news of a child, news of a small visitor, the arrival of small visitors. And also, because writer is an action card, we're looking at progress, but that progress is very small and it comes to an end. Okay, so there is no progress for him. He knights over here to writer. Him having to deliver something or visit somewhere. The news about him that comes out. Man knights here to dog, his loyalty and those who he worked with, companions, co-workers, to lilies here, which lilies has to do with virtue, but because it lands under his feet, this is dishonesty. Okay. He knights here to key. He could be a key witness as well as a key person in some sort of a legal matter that's not good. And then he fights and fights and fights and just goes over and over and over again. So that's his situation. Did we box him in? Let me see. Let me see here. He's got this over his head, and because coffin has to do with illnesses, I wouldn't be surprised if he's perhaps under some sort of depression. And this is grief, so he might be suffering from depression and grief. But you know what? You played the game. Get ready to pay the piper. This is all because of his own doing. So this is grief and depression here. And there's some sort of a business contract or a financial contract or some sort of an agreement that he has with the many, which are members of an entourage. Ring sits in house. Okay, so house is home, property. It's your close family. It's your real estate, your sanctuary, your comfort, your entourage. The agreements with the entourage that were had in that meeting. So here is the uprooting or the change. Something like this would be a home renovation. If it was house, then storks, that would be like moving away from your home. But this is looking more like a renovation inside the home. So this in regards to the legal issues, which is what we're looking at here because of cross sitting and tower. We could be looking at the people that were happy to go along with the insurrection and those members here. House, knights to ring, and ring sits in house. Okay. So those members and him that were part of that meeting. And then, like we spoke, his reputation for his loyalty, his recognition also, because he has, nope, that doesn't fit. Okay, hold on. He's got moon here, stars here, sun down here. No, that's not awards and accolades. And also, if you take note, moon is the only close celestial body that he has. Stars is far away, sun is far away. They're out of reach. Key is somewhat within reach, but it sits on house book. Okay, so whatever secrets and knowledge he has will be revealed. Okay, and when you box in the moon, which would be his honors, it's he just shit all over that because virtue sits under his feet. He's stepping on it. His recognition suffers in court or in the law. Significant liar, significant trouble here. And whatever secrets he kept are revealed. And something about false results. Snake in the house of letter. Okay. I know I'm bouncing around all over this thing. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so new losses, new endings. The many are in agreement to deliver or visit. And there's a woman here that is very confused. Woman in house clouds, and clouds sits next to her in house snake. A woman that is very confused and very, 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 very nervous about a loss and an ending. This woman sits on house clouds. Clouds is next to her. And then you have mice in house snake, or mice in house coffin. So losses, thievery. This woman here is also not right in the head. She could be a person that is involved with law or will be going to court or something because it's woman in tower here. Okay, so I don't know if this would be like a Sidney Powell type person because this person is quite confused and they're a liar. Snake sits on house, cloud sits on snake. But it looks like this person could be a lawyer. Or this person goes to court here for a decision that had to do around the election and something quite possibly around machines that were hacked. This way, if I follow this line down and go this way. So I'm wondering if this is like a Sidney Powell type person. Letter, Down here, knights to scythe. This would be like an impeachment of some sort. Two of them actually, because it sits right around crossroads. Crossroads, it's on House Lily. Two impeachments, but also this, if this is in regards, since the letter has to do with any sort of written correspondences, documents, paperwork, mail, letters, communication, but communication that is done via messages, not verbal. That's birds. So because letter covers all paperwork, if this is some sort of certificate, this person may be facing some sort of license being revoked or taken away with these two, since they knight. But this person, he's here, she's up here, it comes ahead of her. So this person here goes to court. The relationship between these two, it's woman, or I'm sorry, woman tower, and then what do you call this? Fish and man. Okay. So, and this right here, we can also read this as a person because this is the King of Diamonds. Okay. You can read that as a person. You can read this as a person, this as a person, this as a person, this as a person, 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 person. Let me see. Where's the other one? Person. A person here. And I think that's it. So him and this woman, there's something legal here, and it's being investigated, perhaps FBI or something, because Tower sits on House Fox. Fox is, oh, hey, Jenny, how are you? I just saw you. I'm sorry, I just looked up. Fox is very cunning. It's about manipulation. It's about being devious. It's about being very, very sly and conniving, bad influences. But Fox also has to do with work and employment. So this could be a woman that works in government, okay, and a woman that works in government but is hold on. This is June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay. So if this woman is here, a woman that works in government, where is Fox? This person may be losing their job here. Fox, Tower in House Fox, Scythe in House Crossroads, and then Crossroads right underneath it. Okay. Also, this is a person of that's not good. She appears to be new as well, because I say that because Lily's again sits below her feet. Even though it's far, it sits below her feet. This is not a person of virtue. So to get woman to talk to Lily's, it's child, Lily's, woman, Scythe. So it appears to be a younger or a new woman here that is not an honorable person, can be quackety quack in the head, confused, irritable, nervous, deals with a lot of conspiracies, has a lot of nagging doubts, stressed, deteriorates, not a good person, expires. It's like she gets cut out here, but that's ahead. May, June, July, August. This is around August. If this is May, June, July, August, this way. So keep an eye out. I'm wondering who that is. It's a bit difficult to discern. This way it says she works in government. So we'll have to see. She knights here to tree. Tree sits under her, but it's still close. This person may have had some sort of business dealing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. News about health. This woman may have had some sort of business dealing and commerce with some sort of news about health that is airborne, with clouds here that affects the lungs, that it is some sort of an infection. Tree, knights over here to Scythe. Scythe would be anything sharp, scissors, knives, vaccinations, needles, forks, tools that you use to work in the yard. Okay. Um, anything that cuts, that's dangerous, that's very swift, it's very quick, it's a sharp decision. Accidents, surgeries, separations, cutting away. But as a thing, it's like an injection. So I'm wondering if this is MTG, because this, as money and commerce, this is stock market. Fish is stock market, birds is stock market, and she knights here as well. So this is someone that had some sort of commerce around something health related, infections, vaccines, and affects the health. She works in government, but soon to be separated this way, or some sort of an accident this way. But I wouldn't also be surprised if this person is being looked into, because Fox sits under Tower, if I'm making any sense. Let's see here. This woman is very close to whoever this man is. This is the King of Clubs. He sits in House Snake. This person is a liar. King of Clubs, Snake is the Queen of Clubs. Okay. This person is has a lot of problems. They're very uncertain. They have a lot of indecisions, doubts, depression, cloudy minded, but they're trouble, and they betray, because it sits on House Snake. Okay. They deceive, they betray. So we could be looking at Trump over here. There's another woman here as well. I'll come back to that later. I'll come back to that later. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, hold on, you guys. Sorry if I'm getting text messages. I got some stuff going on with the family that I need to keep my phone on, so I'll apologize in advance, and I can't turn off my phone. I'm on standby. Hold on, what was I doing? Hold on while I'm getting okay. Alrighty. So Jordan. This way here, it's saying that he is not going to negotiate, and he's going to block talking. However, this shows up, the courts here show up, and he has to go. Oh, fuck. There's this hitting on. Oh, get it. Now I get it. Okay, so it's this way, it hits here. And then this way it hits here. And there's the accident. Okay. Um, like I said, guilt and burden. And I was saying depression and suffering, regrets, grief. Um, let me see here. So grief and suffering and depression. Well, this way, this right here, um, tower here has to do with longevity. Okay. Um, but when you have clouds, tower with clouds, that's death because of an accident here to a supporter that was fighting in the Capitol. Does that make sense? So I'm wondering, and he's got this person here has crossroads sitting right below um, on the house of lilies. Lilies is on the same line. Okay. So I'm wondering if, even though he's not voicing it and these people are pieces of shits, I'm wondering if he somewhere in that black heart of his, um, if he has any level of guilt over that veteran, the woman that got shot at the Capitol by Secret Service when she was trying to break in. Um, so that's hitting this way on the diagonal. Um, Also, suffering and loss and grief and regret because of how powerfully widespread this is when you follow his line of influence. Depression and illness here, okay? Him, and then powerful, overbearing, but then something that is very widespread and metastasizes, okay? Um, and the people in power as well that were guiding. Also, stars sits in house woman. And then you got crossroads right next to it. More than one or two. Okay. And if you follow this line up, law. Okay. This way, ring. So two women. Um, so I'm wondering if one of them is in reference to perhaps Monistat and the other one to the wife of the Supreme Court Justice. Because Tower here, knights to ring, married to law, married by law. And then down here, how widespread this whole scheme was. Widespread. Tower also knights here to stars. Tower sits on House Fox, working in government as well as investigations in government and other large buildings of something that was widespread with multiple areas or institutions, if that makes any sense at all, if I'm making any sense. Um, Hold on, you guys, give me a second. Hold on, give me a minute. You guys, give me a second. I need to go downstairs and relay a message to Peanut. I'll be right back. Just give me a few minutes. Everybody, I'm back. These people. These people. So, let me see here. Okay. Dog, knights here to snake. Dog, knights to ship. Dog, knights to clover. Sun, ring, woman, man, and bouquet. And it sits over crossroads. He knights over here to ring, or I'm sorry, to key, which sits on books. How am I going to put this together? Okay, circling back to the conversations and the meetings and the negotiations that he had. Okay, those had to do with the many conversations about the transition with loyalists in regards to the election. Okay, to bring success and transition the results. Letter, snake sits on the house of letter. False, snake knights to dog. We're looking at the false electors here. That whole scheme, because this was something that, like I said again, widespread metastasizes. Okay. So a very important, significant desire to repeat the lies, widespread, the lies that are widespread and repeated, okay, for the election transition results. And again, the small thievery or the new thievery for the results that are desired, with the theme of the tableau in the corners. And he is linked here. He's got ring over his head. He's linked. And members of the house are linked. Quite literally also perhaps members of the Senate, but it's the entourage here that are in danger. House sits in house scythe. Okay. So according to this, when you knight him this way, he had knowledge of the scheme of the false electors, which I think we already know. I don't know if that's been confirmed, but here it says he was privy to the conversations and the meetings that were had. Let me see here. Ring, heart, anchor. Also, on a personal note, this is causing a lot of strain for his family as well. His marriage isn't looking good. Heart sits up here, ring is far away, and anchor is over here. If these are closer, and also ring sits to his right, not good. It should be to his left. In regards to his marriage. And also, if we're looking at the marriage between, if I'm going to read this as his wife, well, ring is here, but it's followed by negative cards this way. So there's a lot of distance here and perhaps cold shoulder here, and isolation here. Marriage. There's also something here that he may have issues with in the courts that has to do with something physical as well as sex with whip, because whip is it's discord, it's quarrels, it's anything that irritates, sex, arguments, chronic physical activity. So he's having problems with that too. But this appears to be more at home because house is right next to him. And it's hitting this way around the cross. So I don't know what the case is looking like for when he was coaching and the sexual assault stuff was going on, but it shows domestic at home here, suffering, and then there's the sex right there, and it's all around the cross. And then he had knowledge of it, very important knowledge, key on house book, and he lied about it, about the sex here. Okay, so there's that. Now this woman here, if it's someone that works in government or someone that is married to someone that works in government, it looks like there may have been communications. Well, if I read it this way, no, because mountain sits right in the middle. But it says man discussed delays, work government here. To reward some sort of branching out or make something very solid and rooted, if that makes sense. Oh my God, they're going nuts downstairs. So anyways, his outcome with the law doesn't look good. He can only delay for so long. Because if I want to see him with the law here, it goes man, tower, cross, and cross sits back on tower. Tower sits on house fox. Scythe sits on house crossroads. So scythe and crossroads, scythe and crossroads. It's a very sharp decision that is made, and he will suffer for it this way. And he will be on the defensive. He'll have to argue. Whip goes back to man. Now, as far as him and his elections, he's looking good. I don't know. He's in Ohio, isn't he? When does Ohio start voting? June, July, August, November. Because here it shows that he's successful there. If this is the results of his election, for Jordan's election, shows success here, and he moves forward. He's lost support though this way, but he's looking good this way. And right here, I don't have a card. Oh shit. I did. Oh, you did. After the fucking fact, and he's fucking guilty. You were fucking. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I had to shut the window. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Can you guys hear that? Yes, I'm okay. I'm fine. Give me a second, you guys. Just 1 moment, please. Okay, sorry guys. Any questions for this grand tableau? I'm sorry, I have to cut it short. Let me see. Any questions for the grand tableau? I can always come back and revisit this again. It's just it's not a good night. We have my father-in-law has been in the hospital since Thursday of last week. He's been in ice. Well, he went to the emergency room Thursday night, and he's been on in ICU since. So it's been hectic around here. So I'm sorry. I don't like putting my personal business out there. So it's a little rough. So I can always come back and try to revisit this tomorrow. I'll try to come on earlier in the evenings. I'm sorry my phone was blowing up. It's just family members letting me know what's going on in the hospital. So it's just, it's a little, I was doing this to try to get my mind off shit, and boom, there goes my phone and just all sorts of stuff. So, yeah. Okay. So I have it here. I wrote it down like I always do. I can come back and always revisit this again tomorrow. Again, I am so sorry for the interruptions. It's hard right now. So I hope everybody's okay. And I will talk to you guys later, and I will try to come on again tomorrow. Okay, everybody. Sorry about the short video tonight. I'll try to get back on mañana. All right. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.